Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long Boys Blues, 1975. A YouTuber's on the rise. Reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends. But Long Boys Blues, 1975.
This is TLL, Tornado Low Level, released in 1984 by Vortex Software, and it was written by their co-founder, Costa Panea. Now, this came out before Cyclone, and I want to see, does it use the same game engine? Though it's an entirely different game, because unlike that, which you're in a helicopter, you are in a tornado in this game, so considerably faster. This is another game that I had to revisit because it's a very early Spectrum game. It was very, very, very successful. It was released on the Spectrum, but then it was later ported to the Commodore 64 and the Amstrad CPC. I would imagine that the Amstrad version is a port of the Spectrum, but I should probably check out the Commodore 64 version at some point and see how it compares. It's a, quotation fingers, 3D game where you have to strike ground-based objects. Now, I say strike, but it means they are basically things that are indicated on the floor by circles, and you have to fly directly over them for them to count as a hit. It's something that I could never ever do as a kid, and to be perfectly fair, can't do as an adult. But as a kid, I sank so much of my life into this game because the fact that you were a tornado, you know, in the RAF was just absolutely fantastic. So basically, the tornado was a plane. In this game, you're a Panavia tornado, but yeah, it's a plane that was jointly developed between Italy, England, and Germany, and it was like the workforce fast jet, I should say, before everyone says, what about the Harrier? That was definitely a workforce, but it wasn't necessarily a fast jet as such in comparison to this, because this was a swing wing plane, and yeah, it was incredibly well utilised in many conflicts by the British, and yeah, it's a fantastic looking plane. It really is. I don't think it ever made it into any movies as such, probably because most sort of, you know, movies like Top Gun and shit like that are all American based, but you know what I mean. It's a pretty cool fighter. It had, you know, pivotal role in the original Iraq war, but I'm getting ahead of myself. So this is 1984, so we're pre-128K, so apologies for the background noises. I do live in the West Country, and this is a 48K beeper game only. I haven't played this in years. It's been absolute yonkers, so I'm going to imagine it's just going to be, you know, your standard speaker based, your zips and farty noises. Anyway, let's have a look at the instructions. You can't find the keys in this though, but to be fair, you couldn't in Cyclone, and the keys were alright. So yeah, let's have a look. Instructions. Oh yeah, beeper sound effects right there. Mission: seek and destroy enemy targets shown on map. Brief: sweep back wings for high speed, maximum points for low level flights, destroy targets with a low level pass, land to refuel and review map. I seem to recall landing, maybe that was just me as an adult, is quite difficult. Return to base for new mission. Yeah, that's not going to happen, and that never happened. Oh beep! Status report: advanced warning radar. Is this the Gov on the right hand side? Yeah, so that's your advanced warning radar at the top, that black square with a blue square inside. Then altimeter, which is the thing on the left beneath it with an arrow. Then petrol, because there's a petrol pump to the right of that. Enemy targets, so what, there are 6 targets per stage, and there's a time limit because of course there are tornadoes destroyed, so that would be my lives, and then there's score and high score. You gonna give me the keys? There we go. Right, 1 up, Q down, G left, H right, excuse me, X takeoff, wing mode, M view map, Z and P to abort missions. Excuse me. Right, X takeoff, right, so I think I got this. Beep. Right, so 3, start game. Right, so there's the map. I'm assuming that landing strip is me where I am now. So it's like Cyclone. Stay on the floor to make sure you get maximum fuel, and then X, take off. I'm pressing up, so as soon as I go, yeah, it's the same game engine. It's a nice little pseudo 3D game engine. Swing lane. That's the target. The map at the top is superb. Ooh, I want to go under. Did I go under? I can't tell. Yeah, that's your target. That's what you have to do a low-level pass on. Am I taking off on a different runway, landing strip, or are we just on a different part of the map? Yeah, the sound effects are, but to be perfectly honest, or fair I should say, that if you were playing this in 1984 and you had a Spectrum, you were fine with this. Am I going any faster? It would appear not. That's a bit of a... oh, I'll let it off there. I wish it was Z. Oh, I was on for that one. Bollocks. Yeah, so it's incredibly simple. I would have preferred that you were dropping bombs, but, you know, I didn't write it, so what are you going to do? Does it show? Is that... yeah, it does show. The... ooh, get up. Oh, I would have had that one. You see what it's very, yoink, very finicky. But it's fun. It's fun. It's hard, as you would expect, but yeah. Very well received. So, right, we can see the targets there. I mean, the fact that it's got an in-game map, moving around and scrolling like that, as it does, is impressive. This is 984, kids. I'm going under. I'm not going under shit. I want to go under the bridge. I also want to try and land. Oh. I wanted to see if I could stop. Oh my god. I thought Cyclone was tricky. This is tricky as. Right, so we're going to see if we can land. I mean, it's your brain, isn't it? I'm doing shit, but I recalled as a kid that swinging your wings, swinging your pants, if you will, points for the quote. I don't know what I was attempting then. Would make you go faster. But yeah, it's as hard as I remember now. If anyone out there finds this game an absolute, you know, walk in the park, and I'm just being exceptionally shit at it, good for you. We all need life goals. Go on! I think that's the first time I ever got one in my life. You can see on the right hand side of the screen, seriously, no guff, that one has depleted, if you will. No, that won't do it. It's your turning cycle, which to be fair, you are in a plane, so you would expect it to be quite large. Ooh! Touch it down, Dave. Tease it down, if you will. Don't just spam the earth. One target still down though. I'll take that as a win. Now, I think we're going to try and do what I did as a kid, which is, I just wanted to fly under shit. That's certain death, isn't it? But, fuck it. It's basically tank controls. I don't know, I've never flown a jet. Maybe that's accurate. See if we can find a bridge somewhere else. Oh, remember to pull up there, Dave. Or, I don't know, just turn left. But I blew up one thing, there was only one runway then. Okay? So this guy, they must supposed to be training then and not a full combat situation because, you know, just easy targets. Non-stationary. My bloody... my bloody runway's in the middle of a, I don't know, a live combat mission. Right, fuck it. Find a bridge, find a bridge. Does that mean then, once you've done this, you get a completely different map? Again? Don't know, there's that bridge. Oh, fuck, same thing. I'm bad at this. I'm bad at Walmart. See what I did there? It's the least offensive noise. Oh, you turn faster? Right. Yeah. You might want to watch someone else play this, to be fair. But I had to include it. It's classic. Right, just... I don't even know what I was doing then. Oh, no. My fingers have moved one key to the right. Oh, it's lucky I don't fly real planes, isn't it? I'm struggling at the make-believe plane. But so at maximum altitude, you're not safe because obviously poles. Are they radar poles? Flag poles? Don't know. Your shadow effect is cool. And it's very colourful, and you don't obviously have to worry about attribute clash, which is nice. Which is nice. Right. Stop lowering, you dumbass, when you're turning. I'm determined to land. And up. You have no control over your speed, so... Right, use... Yes! That's weird. You touch it down, and when you can see it bumping, then you just hold down, and you stop. So I can do that. I was looking at the map then. Oh yeah, that's the French saying. La retard. Obviously, do we still use these or is it obsolete now because of the typhoon? Don't know. I mean, it's old tech. What was it introduced in? 1979, 1980, something like that. There'll be a shadow effect there. That's Jim and Dandy. Both of them. Nice people. Have you met them? I hear good things. I mean, for such an early game, it is graphically very impressive. If you consider what else, look, it's a walled-in compound, was out in time, then yeah. Have I just repeated the map? Ooh, I think so. Yeah, we're not getting under that one. See, this is what I did as a kid, to be fair. Just constantly try and fly under bridges, because, you know, flying under bridges is cool and shit. We're pre-Top Gun, aren't we? We're pre-Iron Eagle. What? Quotation finger. Fast Jet movies were out in 1984. By all means, someone let me know. Oh, Firefox! Or it's a fictional plate. Fictional. Fictional? Fictional. Good movie, though. Wobbly cardboard wings when it lands on the iceberg. Or not. Skimming. But then the thing is, am I alone that as a kid you often didn't play games for what you actually had to do, or you just, as in my case, couldn't do it? So you just cocked about, flew around. You were in a plane. You know? It's not a flight simulator, so you could actually fly it. I would have liked the fact that you could fire and drop bombs. That would have been amazing. Or is the game engine not allowing for that? Or possibly, because he's a legend, the guy who made this, it was never his intention to be that type of game. I had to scratch that and I looked away from the keyboard. And the ejection seat would have been way cool as well. Let's have another go at landing. It's trickier than I thought. I've done it once though, so you know. I've achieved nothing. I've achieved nothing. We're just going to swing wing it and run out of fuel. That is cool. Like I said, the pseudo 3D, because it's not really 3D. Although the fact that it's got height and you can hit stuff, I guess it is. But the shadow effect is wicked cool. And the telegraph wires and stuff. I wonder how many people just did what I did as a kid and just constantly died because you tried to fly under bridges and telegraph wires. It appears that I'm in the eco version of this plane. Oop. Loads of poles. Yeah, can you imagine? I mean, they should have made a sequel where it was proper full-on combat. Because I'm sure this is a training game. But then you could argue that they did make a sequel, but it was just helicopter based. Look at that! Okay, that's cool. The pylons keep going. Do you go in through one side of the map and out the other? Let's have a look at the top right hand corner. Right, is my fuel... Oh, I was going to say, does it go down slower if I'm in normal mode? But it took a big gulp. That's probably just the way the game consumes fuel. You know what I mean. But yeah, it's a classic. Like, as I always say in these videos, don't let the fact that I'm shizing at it put you off. It needs a remake. Get on that Spectrum next, kids. I'm looking at my fuel when I do this. Oh, bird! Oh, we got a low fuel gauge warning. Probably takes premium, doesn't it? And not regular. Go on. So how do you go down? Right, we're out. Oh, we're out. Yeah, like that. Sweet. TLL, or Tornado Low Level. It's a banger and it's a classic, and that's why I revisited it. And the fact that I played Cyclone and also obviously did it out of order. But yeah, I recommend. But as always, I'd love to know what you think, especially if you played this back in the day. Could you get to the next mission? Am I just missing something glaringly simple about how easy it is to take out the ground-based targets? But as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later.